Hello there, YouTubers and true believers out there. This is your friendly neighborhood Bobby coming to you with another update. Well, anyway, today's a little bit of a motivation for you people out there for the middle of the week. It is Wednesday, so we're going to keep going with this. Something that I kind of need to talk about is a personal thing of mine, and that is, life teaches us to be mediocre. I've noticed that, throughout life, we're kind of put on this shelf of mediocrity. We're told to be humble. We're told to, be happy for what you got. We're told to be satisfied with the body image that you have, dad bods. What the fuck? But anyway, I'm here to talk to you about something that, something that's very true to me. A lion is never humble about its roar. Period. I want you to say that to yourself right now. Right now. A lion is never humble about its roar. Let that sink in for a little bit. Let's talk about this. When's the last time you watched Animal Planet with a lion on it and it went meow? Huh? Did it ever just go meow? No! That lion roared. That lion roared so that throughout the Pride Lands it would know for a fact that it is there. Its roar shook the Pride Lands. That roar shook the mountains. That roar got everyone's ears on end just to hear it. Why? Because a lion is never humble about its roar. It will let you know, I am a lion. I'm a lion, and I will roar as loud as I want to. And society teaches us to meow. It doesn't teach us to roar. It doesn't really teach us to reach to the stars. It wants us down. Here. In this middle area. That's where it wants you. That's all it will take you. Mediocrity. Mediocrity is defeat through content. And that's all it is. If you want to be mediocrity, then that's fine. You be mediocre. Be okay. Me, I don't want to be okay. I want to be great because deep down I know I'm great. Deep down I know I belong something. I belong in the stars. The stars are going to try to keep me down. That's for certain. Man's muscle isn't able to move mountains, but a man's spirit can shatter the earth. A man's spirit can rise. Stars can only fall, but a man's spirit can rise. The stars are envious of a man's spirit. So let's keep that in mind. Accepting for what you have now, that isn't making you happy, that this is not making me happy right now. I am dissatisfied with my life right now. And if you are accepting that, then you are accepting defeat. You're going to wake up each morning with sadness in your eyes, sadness in your heart, and sadness in your spirit. That's every day. I used to work at a warehouse. And let me tell you, I have never seen so many defeated faces in my life. From every shift, morning, afternoon, and night, it didn't matter. I saw defeat in so many people's faces because they accepted it. They accepted defeat. They were damned to do this. That warehouse was a place of broken dreams. That warehouse was a place where people screwed up in their life somehow, some way, and they accepted defeat. They didn't want to take the responsibility of maybe trying to make a change. And that's where You have to take responsibility in order to make that change. Each step that you make should shake the earth. Each move that you make should move mountains. Let's forget about being humble. Let's forget about that for a second. I want you to forget about being humble for a second. You know, it's good to be humble, but not all the time. You got to stand toe to toe with life and say, I am. I got to wake up every damn morning and say, I'm Bobby fucking Belshay. Period. This is who I am. And if you don't like it, screw you. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to reach greatness. I'll tell you what, I'm going to reach the stars. And I'll tell you what, I'll be brighter than any damn star that you have ever seen. The stars will be envious about my brightness. They're going to need flashlights next to me. Because deep down, I know there is a monster inside this cage in me that needs to be let out. All this time when I was working in that warehouse, all this time that I was just drifting through life, I wasn't allowing this monster to come out. This monster inside a cage, and it's starving. And you know what it does when it's starving? It starts to eat at your spirit. It makes you depressed. It makes you anxious. It makes you sad. It makes you desperate. It makes you wondering why. Where am I? Because you didn't let that monster, that spirit out of the cage yet and just let it loose. People are envious of those that are great. That's a fact. And we all love to make excuses. We all love to do the pointing game. We love that, don't we? I'm not great because of him. I'm not great because of her. We are the author of our own destiny. We are the author of our own heartbreak. And we are the author of our own pain. It is us that writes the book. Pointing at others is cowardly. That is a coward's way of acceptance. That is a coward's way of accepting defeat. And I no longer live by that. No, I don't. There's so many times I looked around to try to find something to blame. Cowards do that. True cowards do that. It takes a true brave person to accept one's own defeat and know who to blame. Yourself. The person in the mirror. So you got to stand toe to toe with yourself and know who to blame and know what to change. Stop being humble. For crying out loud, stop being humble. Start being a lion. A tiger knows it's got stripes. A peacock knows it's got feathers. Why the heck do you think it flaunts around with those feathers behind it? Because it knows it got it. It's got to flaunt for survival. In order to elongate its species, it needs to flaunt. So for your survival, you need to flaunt. You need to roar. You need to know who the fuck you are and do it every goddamn day. Or you can just be a mat rug. You can just lay on the ground. Be a mouse. Be humble. Like I said, a lion is never humble about its roar. And I'll take that to my grave. And I hope so you do the same. This is a little motivation for all y'all. And I hope it brightened your spirits. Please share this. Leave comments below. And keep watching. All right? All right, all my fellow true believers. This is your friendly neighborhood Bobby. Peace and out.